3 games as you start them, and then you go through each of the 8 Maverick stages and defeat the boss of the last Maverick of each game. And then you go on to X2 and you go on to X3 until the last hit on the last Maverick of X3. So it's just intro stages, all 8 Mavs, but you're excluding the final stages of the game.
Yeah, no need to play the Sigma stages, the Counter Hunters, or the Doppler stages. You just care about killing the Mavericks that give you weapons.
Just collect all the weapons, but no need to save the day.
Yeah. Thunderface had to ended up with a weird kick off one of the pits that those little aerial guys created. That kind of slowed him down a little bit, but luckily both of them get identical B patterns by the looks of it. They both get a bullet B and then they bonk off the body. And now we've got a missile from Jafem. Thunderface gets a bullet though, but he came out of it alright.
Yeah, Thunderface is at that perfect amount of HP where he doesn't really have to mess around with task cards and can go right into the Vile scripted scene. As long as you have 3 HP or below, he will go right into trying to stun you and grab you.
And looks like Jaffa may have took only 1 bonk, and it looks like he's trying to fix his HP situation off of that one guy, but now he's got to watch out here with these cars. Luckily, the shots cooperated for him.
Oh, Thunderface.
Oh, did he get Baba'd trying to go for a car? Or?
Did, yeah, he got a big health from one of those purple guys, and
I
was like, alright, I guess I'm gonna do some task car stuff, but yeah, he got Baba'd. Into the pit he goes.
And that takes him all the way back after the bees, and now he has to walk, so there's no dash yet, so this is a big time loss at the start, but I mean, this is just the first stage of the run, so I wouldn't count Thunderface out just yet. And he almost got another pattern, but luckily things worked out that time. Although he is at high HP, so he's going to have to do a little intentional bonking here. And he's holding it. And yeah, go ahead.
Just barely didn't get it, but yeah, he was holding onto there to get the quicker deboost.
Yeah, holding against anything that constitutes a wall will cancel your knockback, but it also cancels your invincibility a little bit faster.
An intro. Agreed.
And Jafem's already starting Penguin. So that was probably, what, a 40-second setback for Thunderface? Possibly more. We'll just have to see when we get capsule times. Jafem is getting ready to do slope jumps, which if you walk down a slope and you jump, you actually get a little bit extra height, and your horizontal speed is a tiny bit faster. So we have a 330 on Jafem going into the text here.
Demo, and then it is time to go fast.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a deficit here, but yeah, this is only the beginning of the game so far, and we still have 3 more, or not 3 more, but 2 more games to go.
Yeah. 50-second deficit right now for Thunderface.
From coming into Chill Penguin, I mentioned in the previous race today, this fight can be kind of interesting to try and optimize because these full charge shots do 3 damage, full charge and dash lemons do 2. So some of the higher level runners like to do a CFO strat whenever they get an ice breath pattern. Some other stuff you can do to try and do, you know,
there's no need
to go by faster.
There's no need to get Hadouken, because once you defeat all the 8 Mavericks, is when you can't even get the Hadouken unless you get everything. And we're only interested in fighting the Mavericks, so there's no need for Hadouken. Sure, you can anything like that. You're just using your weapons and your X-Buster.
It's been mentioned in a lot of the races, but to go over that again, the fastest way to complete these games, 8 Mavericks wise, in X1 is to just go straight low percent. X2, you actually do want to get the Buster upgrade for a variety of reasons. It can be very helpful in mini bosses, the Maverick fights, things like that. And X3 again, straight low percent is the fastest.
And low percent in X3, but some people do opt to get the dash boots just to make a couple sections easier. But at the highest level play, which we've seen from Louise already, you don't need any heart tanks or sub tanks. You only pick those up if you feel you might need them for maybe a difficult boss fight. Definitely X1, where you have Octopus kind of late in the in that game, and possibly X3 if you get one kind of early in Rhino. But other than that, you won't be seeing much safety items unless these players feel like they may need them.
If I'm about to reach the outside climb as Thunderface starts Kwanger stage. Just all vertical movement in this stage.
Yeah. You definitely want to put off Mandrill until later, because you need quite a few weapons to take out Thunder Slimer easier. Thunder Slimer has a couple weaknesses: Chameleon Sting, the Boomerang Cutter, and the Storm Tornado. All you get before going to Mandrill in the route. If you go to Mandrill immediately after getting the Shotgun Ice, your fighting Slimer is going to take a lot more time.
Yeah, and having Spark that early isn't really necessary for a lot of stuff.
No, you won't see Spark except for maybe Octopus fighting the smaller submarines, but you won't see it much anywhere else except for Armadillo, obviously. Jafem's trying to get Kwanger here. He doesn't have him in the dance, so he's got to stick to the wall a little bit.
Short phase, though, so should be good.
And now that he's in the teleport phase, he's just got to you kind of want to stay still a little bit, because Kwanger can teleport on top of your position if you're not careful. And Jafem was at, that one-hit kill range. But luckily he gets out with no problem. Thunderface making up some time, though, because that fight did take Jafem a little bit longer. So if Thunderface can get the dance here, he's going to make up some time easily. Oh, he jumped early there, I think.
Oh, he's pretty low on HP, too. He's got to be careful on this one. Pre-teleport phase, Kwanger can be a little risky. A little bit. Just clinging to the wall. Don't take any chances.
Yeah, he's waiting for Kwanger to throw the boomerang so he won't be teleporting. Oh, he almost got it right there. Luckily, Kwanger just decided to stop.
Oh, no!
Oh, no sub-tank.
Man,
we thought Thunderface was going to get back in this, but now he's already suffered a second death. And I don't believe he's picked up a 1-up yet, so he's got to be wary of the game over. Because if you have to start a stage over, that's going to hurt.
There he goes.
Yeah, he's got the dance now. I think he jumped a little soon. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Jafem having a pretty smooth stage. Really only that cave is the one spot that can give you a rough time. He coming up into that cave pretty soon.
So Jafem's got a 1-stage lead. Did he get a fade out? Looks like he got a fade out.
Yeah.
So what a fade out is, whenever an explosion sequence ends in X1, there's one frame that you can actually pause the game or press start as X is walking to the center to start the victory fanfare. And if you get that, it actually just saves you time from the fade out later. Because the fade out's a little slower when X teleports and leaves the stage. It's a little faster than, or the pause is a faster fade out.
I don't know if Jafem meant to go to Mandrill. He might have been listening. Yeah,
that's not it's not a bad choice. I mean, if Thunder Slimer cooperates, he can kill him with the boomerang cutter. I mean, he's got one. He's probably got the most important weapon to use on him. Oh, but now he's got to watch for the HP. Oh.
Yeah, those bolts coming down.
Oh, he was mashing too fast. He went through all those boomerangs and didn't kill him.
Ding. Nobody's bustering, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, every time you hit a mini boss with a weapon, they've got some iframes on them. So, if you start spamming point blank like that, you can find yourself running out of weapon energy a lot sooner than you expect.
I'll throw up there.
So, if that was unintentional, and now we get to see the stage when it's completely lit. It's one of the rare things that we get to see, because in X1, when you defeat certain stages, it has effects on others. And one of the main effect, if you beat Storm Eagle first and then come here, the first part of the stage is busted up because the plane actually crashes into the power plant. So it's mostly dark. But now you get to see the normally super dark sections a little bit brighter.
See, Thunderface is probably going to be taking this top route here to get the sub-tank. Yeah. Like Justin mentioned for the sub-tank on Octo. Actually kind of nice because it lines up these platforms really well. Yeah. And also Thunderface needs to watch out. I think he still has 0 lives unless he picked up the one in Chameleon. But there's also a 1-up right here just after the midway point. He can use the boomerang to get it. He just passed it. It's up there on that upper ledge. He may be okay. Hopefully he doesn't have any more problems. It'd be a shame if he took a really big deficit after X1 and couldn't make up for it. I haven't seen Jafem play in a while, but his skill level definitely seems to have improved greatly since the last time I watched him play. I think that was back in the X3 80% tournament. And now Eagle is getting some dives. Ooh, Jafem saves it right there. Luckily, he had dash speed, or he would have been in big trouble. How many dives was that? I didn't see.
I think it was, 3 or 4. I'm sure chat will let us know. Yeah, Jafem's ahead at the moment by about a stage. So the beauty of going to Eagle after Stink Chameleon is that you have his weakness. So if he dives, the number of dives you have to suffer through are a little bit less. But the Jafem looks like he's getting a good Eagle at the moment. Oh, it's even better. Looks like he's going to get a no-dive Eagle fight.
Let's see if he goes to Flame Mammoth right after. You saw Thunderface go to Flame Mammoth right after Eagle. Mammoth's weakness at this point, and there's really not a whole lot of weapon usage in Mammoth stage, so at this point you can do Flame Mammoth whenever you feel. It's Maverick really if you wanted to, but it looks like they're both going to go right after Eagle.
Yeah, I think now that the recent tech of the Octo tech has been making the rounds, everybody's going Mammoth before Octo. If Eagle dives, it's usually, I think, a second per dive, I think, on average. If he just stays on screen the whole time, where you can keep hitting him with Chameleon Sting, then it doesn't matter. But if he goes off screen, you can only hit him once every time he dives, and the dives are quite slow.
Yeah. Interface looked a little indifferent on what stage he wanted to go to there, but he's going to be going to Mandrill next.
Yeah, what's weird about the stage select in X1, that middle window, it shows the actual picture or the actual scenery of the actual stage that you select. If you go to the middle, it still retains that picture, and you can actually select the middle window, and it will take you to that particular stage you just had highlighted. So I think it was highlighted on Eagle because it showed the airport. If you select the middle window, it takes you to Eagle.
Oh.
So
as Tornado for this fight, whereas Jafem didn't. It kind of helps, especially when he's up top like that, to throw in a tornado shot.
Yes. See, Thunderface mashed those boomerangs a little slower than Jafem did, and he was able to finish the fight and still have boomerang left over. Thunderface is low on H. Oh, that was a bad move. Yeah.
Tight. I'm surprised he was trying to get over him like that.
Yeah. Like, should have just shot the tornado. But he didn't fall that far behind. But now he's got to be careful of that game over situation again. Because he's already died 3 times, but he picked up an extra life. And unless he picked up an extra life that we didn't see, he's in game over range. These bugs are just causing so much lag.
I was not seeing what just happened on Jafem's side.
I don't know. Maybe he tried to get in front of the Mobor and he got clipped by the spike thing. I'm not sure. Chat will let us know, I'm sure. Thunderface is going to try to keep Mandrill locked. Oh, he got bird sniped going over the big pit into the door. That's what happened, apparently.
That's an unfortunate one.
Yeah.
Looks like he had missed the dash shot at the start, but not too many rolls, so...
Yeah. And now that Dillo's got his armor off, if he rolls, it doesn't matter.
Part of the fight can be kind of bad because he still has his armor on, so you really can't get any damage in on him until he comes back out.
And
that's last Maverick.
Yep. Jafem going into Octo. Making pretty good time. And he's probably going to finish Octo at around the 21-minute mark. 21 and change, if everything goes well. For these first two submarines here, he's going to use, I think, Rolling Shield on the first, and then he's going to go to Chameleon Sing or Electric Spark for the second. Up Chameleon for the first. Oh, he bonked into the submarine, so you got to be careful.
Oh.
And didn't get much on the refills. The submarine drops, I think, 3 different things. It'll drop 3 different items. Well, that time just 1,
ammo.
but it's usually up to 3. So he's at half health. Not where you want to be, but... Ooh, okay. He's just going to keep moving. Luckily, the Ouroboros can drop something. So he may elect to wait for it to completely drop to the ground.
And more ammo.
God, more ammo. Unfortunately got swallowed by the fish. He doesn't have a sub-tank, so he's just going to have to hope. Did he have a life to give? I've seen people do that before, but I think he should definitely try to take out... Oh, he's going to take this... He's going to take a death.
I was about to say, that first body hit was pretty rough, but it was intentional.
I figure he'd go right for the boomerangs and just cut off the tentacles. And then he doesn't have that much to worry about. But he's just going to go in.
This is also his last Maverick, so looks like he would have, you know, gained a little bit of time from his intentional death, but still he's got to go through another sub-mini boss and the Ouroboros, so still a fairly large deficit coming out of X1.
Jafem is finished with X1 at 21:57. Excuse me. And looks like Jafem's playing default controls.
It's a nice little break here in between. It's 2.
Yep, Thunderface is going into the Octo fight. He's also sticking with the Rolling Shield. He's got to play catch-up ball, so gonna go in. Yes, you can cut off Octo's tentacles with 3 boomerang hits, and then that takes away the energy drain attack, where he just spins the giant whirlpool, and that also takes away the giant homing missiles. And all he does is jump and fire the small missiles. And there you go, Thunderface is done. Definitely made up a little bit of time there for sure.
Yeah, it looked like Jafem's lead was like pretty significant for a little while there into X1, but looks like it closed a bit as we're coming into X2 here.
Yeah, taking that intentional death, he probably sacrificed that time just to ensure that, you know, he was able to make it out of X1. So about the safety items, yeah, they only do that good for that game. So you can't carry safety items into the next game, sadly. But luckily in X2, Sponge is the very first Maverick, and you can get a sub tank and a heart tank very easily to use for X2 if you want.
Quick ones.
Can you imagine if you could carry your heart tanks and sub tanks over?
Interesting. It'd be like the Sonic 3 and Knuckles cart. You just like pop your X2 on top of your X1. I don't even know how that would work.
X get all the heart tanks, and X could have like a giant HP bar that wraps around the screen and goes up to the bottom.
Buffer some Shoryu Hados or something.
Or the Tatsu. Did Jafem pick up any items? Wasn't sure. I was watching.
Yeah. I think he grabbed the sub tank too. The sub tank, but I'm pretty sure that he grabbed the heart.
Yeah, it looks like Jafem's life meter is a little larger than it was before, so I'm pretty sure he got the heart. So as Darren was saying, you do want to get the arm upgrade. It's not required, but it does make stage movement a little faster when you get the charge burner and the charge strike chain, but it also makes some of the boss fights a little faster because you can actually charge it.
Yeah, it has a lot of, like, the charged X have a lot of really good uses in this game.
And Jafem gets a good sponge. Hopefully he can finish it off. There he goes. Ooh, Thunderface misses the ledge and has to wait on an elevator cycle.
You'll see right away why we do sponge first. Other than the RNG grind and regular any percent attempts, strike chain is really useful. Pulling ourselves, and just it kind of defines this game as a speed game. That and the speed burner for sure.
Jafem gets up to the arm capsule first try.
Interface.
Sponge.
Bunch of hops.
There he goes.
Oh, there he goes. Eyes on this. He's missing a lot of hits. Oh boy.
Yeah, that's going to be bad. He's going to go angry. Could not capitalize. It's very key that when Sponge deploys those thorns, he's going to fire them at your initial position. So you need to kind of bait them up close. That way they're not in your way if you're trying to scale the wall. And then you need to shoot at least 2 of them before he deploys 4 of them, because once 4 of them show up, he's going to drop down from the ceiling. And then if he's in his... if he's under 10 HP, he's going to go angry, and you're going to lose 9 seconds from his rage.
See Jafem just using the chain to take out like every enemy in this stage. Works. Other than it being nice for stage movement, strike chain is actually a pretty strong weapon against a lot of enemies.
Yeah, one shots those the disc boys, no problem. Thunderface finally gets up to the arm capsule. And Jafem is going to go with Buster, and then he goes back to Chain. Almost gets him that time. But he's...
One more Buster hit.
Yep.
Alright, so that's second Maverick down. Get our nice little cutscene with the X hunters on the map screen here. But not really going to be dealing with any of those guys.
Yeah. They'll teleport onto the stage select screen at 3 specific locations. And if you enter a stage that contains an X-Hunter, but don't fight them and clear the stage, they'll teleport away and won't come back. That's what you want, and you want to do that as fast as possible. It just saves time on the stage select, because you have to wait for them to move to different locations before you can actually select the next stage.
Looks like Jafem is gonna do bird third, which is kind of an interesting choice. The old any % route, where you go to ostrich third. In an 8-map setting, it would be fastest to do the low % route, which would be moth third, and then fifth. But looks like Jafem is familiar with this route, so he's just gonna stick to his guns here. Ostrich Buster fight. Oh, just opting to use the Buster, it looks like. Oh, yeah.
So yeah, Jafem has to resort to the Dash Lemon that deals 2 damage, just like in Sponge. If Ostrich jumps to do his Sonic Slicer spread there, he'll reset his iframes at the top of his jump, so you get 2 quick hits like that if you time your shots and you anticipate it coming. That's a pretty good fight from Jafem.
Yeah, he got 2 jumps really early in the fight, which isn't super common.
Yeah,
pretty sure, like,
pretty rare to see that. You typically see him do the jump when his HP is getting low.
Oh.
So Jafem has a 1-stage lead.
Where Thunderface is going, if bird third is something he's used to too in the old days.
I think he does stack third, but we'll see here in just a second. Yep.
Oh, didn't quite get the full hit in. You really gotta shoot that charge slicer like right below Searchlight is to get him in the full hit, but wanted to do, but didn't quite get in there.
Thunderface opting to pick up some health and a couple heart tanks to boot.
Ash though. Oh, the beetle or whatever that is, like the flying stag beetle thing.
The Beatron, yeah, it followed him in the volcano. That actually lags it pretty good, but I mean, it starts exploding. Yeah, it starts exploding, so its hitbox is gone. But it's a shame you can't ride it in there quite a bit to save time. So Jafem is keeping Crab in this jumping attack. Well, not that one. Oh, but now he's got to watch his health. If he takes another hit, he could die. And Crab can be unpredictable at times, too. See, like that? Yeah, that's a shame. Crab can bum rush you like that. And he deals a lot of damage. Some of the enemies in X2 can deal a lot of damage without body armor, and Crab is one of them. It's pretty painful. Luckily, you have a lot of spin wheel that you can use, so if you die, you're not going to risk losing out on your ammunition. If you charge it a lot, though, it will use up a lot of ammo.
He's good this time.
Yep.
Route differences between these two guys, how that is going to affect Jafem's lead, if he still has a lead. Point.
Yeah, he still has a one-stage lead, but Thunderface has the burner now, so he can start utilizing it a little earlier than Jafem will be able to. And plus, Thunderface can have a faster ostrich fight because he'll have the Crystal Hunter. So Thunderface can actually make a bit of a comeback, but he's got to play strong.
Jafem had already done 4 Mavericks, still a stage ahead.
Mm-hmm. Jafem released that charge wheel in a wrong place. Can't make use of the spoke to take out that line of enemies before he gets to the first volcano climb. Thunderface is going to have to use the strike chain here on the chop register. And now the chop register's got that dumb attack where the sword will just block shots. Finally.
Yeah, the sword waggle.
Yeah. The sword can either do that or the sword will just point at X and just kind of do a deflecting wave like that, or the hilt will spin around like a clock. Thunderface needs to climb. Okay, you made it. You don't want the radar thing to get a hold of X because the computer's going to scan X, and then that makes Raider Killer a little bit stronger, and that's a time waster too. And Raider Killer gets extra attacks, and I think he gets more health also. So you definitely don't want that to happen.
Just saying, I never thought about the extra health because he has 32 to begin with, so I wonder what it increases to.
I think he gets like an extra, maybe a couple of hits. Okay, Thunderface. Oh, okay. That's strange. I thought he was going to go to the ceiling there, but... but now the teleports are baiting Thunderface to shoot away these shots. Okay, now he's going to stop teleporting. Yeah, every time Centipede teleports, he can do that up to 4 times before he decides to stop, and he did it the maximum number of times. Thunderface resorting to the sub-tank. Unfortunately, he doesn't have his weakness, which is the silk shot, to get rid of the tail. And unfortunately, he lost his ability to charge there. And now he just lost his ability to shoot multiple shots. So if he gets in his tail again, he's going to lose the ability to dash. Okay, and he gets him. So yeah, every time you get caught by Centipede's tail, you lose an ability. You first lose your ability to charge if you have it, especially your Buster. And then you lose the ability to fire multiple lemons on the screen. And then you lose your ability to dash. Well, you can technically dash, but it only stays out for 1 frame. So you can still technically dash jump, but it's got to be, like, frame perfect almost.
Little stunted dashes.
Yeah, and then you lose your jump height. And then after that, he won't do that attack anymore. Jafem's got a bug as a hat, and he's leaving that on screen. Be careful. Okay, that works. And using bubbles to take down the Pararoid.
Ready? Alright, it's ready. Poor mini boss.
Yep. The skipping the I think it's the Magna Quartz. Or is that the small? No, that's the small enemies. I forgot what the big one's called.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay, Jafem's got the first phase of Moth. Now he's got to deal with the adult phase. This guy, if you get damaged by him, you're taking a lot.
Just a little dash underneath. But he had plenty of ammo, so it's no problem.
Thunderface is dashing. Well, he did, but okay, he got the hit again. That's good. He's dashing into the shell to push it around so that Snell doesn't immediately go charge for it. He's going to jump to where the shell initially was, but as long as Thunderface can keep moving the shell, Snell can't get back into it. But if Snell does get his shell back and he's able to retreat completely, he's going to do his desperation attack immediately, regardless of where his health is, and you don't want that to go off, because you'll slow down quite a bit.
Jafem playing a little safe on these blocks here.
Yeah, we've seen a few people die to get clipped. Especially that one right there. I've seen that one a couple of times. I've seen a couple of the initial cycles where people's gotten trapped. That one where that one purple block blocks your path, and then the one comes right above you and kills you.
Oh, this is definitely one benefit. Although Jafem didn't use the charge Silk Shot, having Silk Shot for that mini boss can be pretty helpful. The charge Silk on the descent. It takes it out really fast, and it's, I mean, if you're not used to the strike chain kill on Chop Register, it can be a lot simpler.
So Thunderface is going to get to use the Crystal Hunter, so his fight with Ostrich will be a little shorter than Jafem's was. Jafem's about third health here, so he needs to be careful when he gets to the Centipede fight. If he doesn't get the Tailspin glitch, or if he doesn't get somewhat easy patterns, he could die here. The Centipede can do a lot of damage. Or he may go, yeah, he may do that immediately. So Jafem's going to have to deal with teleports now every time that he damages Centipede. And like I said before, he can teleport up to 4 times before he decides to stop. And he has to deal with that every time.
Super laggy having that held charge while he's teleporting too.
Yeah, especially when all the scrap spawns on top of X's Buster. That's where the lag really piles up. I think you want to be in the corners of the room when you have that spawn and face into the wall, and that will possibly cause as much lag. But now it looks like he's good. Yep. Definitely a safe option for sure. Like, if you're not comfortable with the ins and outs of the fight at higher level of play. Thunderface also misses the Sonic Slicer release, and it looks like he released it a lot further right than Jafem did earlier. He only got, I think, 2 parts of the Sea Cantler destroyed.
Shot that one, whereas Jafem undershot it a bit. It's Jafem's last Maverick, I believe.
Yep. Thunderface still has Moth to fight after Crab.
Yep, Jafem is indeed in the lead at the moment. This is his last Maverick fight. this here. He might be doing a similar strat as to what you saw Thunderface doing earlier, just starting out with the Magnet Mine and then kicking around the shell, being a bit of a bully to the snail. Thunderface's health is just fine on this fight. Those extra safeties seem to be serving him well here.
Oh, the wheel got enough torque to move out from under Crab before he landed on it.
Volleyball with that.
Nice juggle there from Jafem.
He's moving on.
Yep, we have about a 3-minute lead now, because the Moth stage is actually pretty lengthy compared to all the other stages, because there's 2 boss fights that you got to do, plus the 2-stage boss fight at the end.
Oh, if you meant, yeah, there he goes. Well, he's got plenty of time since he's playing on SD to SNES and plays default. The 30-second gap in between games break really doesn't even. It's not that big of a deal, really. Combos for Thunderface. No! Mini hop's not that bad.
Oh, misses the Sonic Slicer. There. Has to pause.
On the ground, though. Yeah, he's gonna switch off of that burner. It's like he was wasting a few unnecessary burners, which is not gonna serve him well for the Moth fight at the end here, because we don't have the armor or the helmet.
Yeah.
All of the ammo that it takes to use it, and especially for the charge one, and you could run out of ammo for the fight really easy that way in this stage.
Thunderface going with the bubble shield strats here.
Barely seen.
But now he's going to have to switch off of that if he wants to use the flame burner.
Looks like Jaffa might have forgot to let go of one of his shots. You really only need 1 charge shot in the saber. Oh, he did. Oh wait, no, he didn't.
No. Yeah, it just takes. Yeah, to take out any bosses that Zero can fight, it just takes 1 saber and 1 shot. Now
we're going to be seeing Zero in this run, but maybe one of these races we'll see somebody.
Ooh.
But you know what? Let's give Zero a chance.
Okay. Thunderface just needs to not get... Okay, he didn't get over aggressive. So Thunderface is through X3, or X2, sorry. Starting X3. And Jafem, I think, has about still a 3-minute lead. But let's see how well Jafem's X3 is. If Jafem has quite a bit of problems on some of these bosses, Thunderface can come back. So it's not over. This is the longest game of the 3. Usually 8 Mavs takes about, I think, 25 minutes. 24, 25?
For... well, I think in Louise's record, it's a low 24 for his 8 Mavs, so they're going to be 25. hovering around there. But I know Thunderface has an English cart for X3. Is he playing on that right now?
I didn't see, but I'll know here in about 10 seconds when that text box comes up. If you can play on Japanese in X3, that'd be best. Yeah? He's playing English.
To be honest, I love it when he does it because it kind of shows it off.
Yeah.
That is an original cart that he has for this, actually, which is a very rare SNES item.
Yeah. I've got all the SNES games in box for Mega Man. So it's a pretty rare gem nowadays. Jafem going around this area trying to get some health.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's a hard jump to make, and I think he's trying to get the dash boots too. So, well, that's gonna set him back a little bit. So Thunderface has a little bit to make up now.
It's interesting too, like from a design perspective. I always like to mention that X3 has this weird obsession with slow-moving elevators, but it also has a lot of sections in their levels that are just kind of like these little open areas where you can kind of go, and just like into little crevices and weird spots.
The Thunderface didn't hold the charge button down on that one frame that X starts moving.
Into this boss gate.
I think, yeah, that's the one time where your charge isn't held until the start of the boss fight. You have to hold down the charge button for one frame that X starts moving when he walks into the Mo fight. If you're not, you lose your charge and you don't start with it. But once you get past that one frame with the charge button held, then you can let go if you want to rest your thumb. And I think that's the only instance that occurs ever in the entire SNES X series.
Your face moving into Buffalo just as Jafem is leaving, so exactly a stage behind at this point.
Yeah, about 2.5 minutes now is the gap. That's usually the typical time for a good Buffalo stage.
On this climb here, this stage is definitely defined by sewer climb for sure.
Yeah. And what's really tricky about the vertical climbing is, especially here in Seahorse, not only do you have this green fluid pushing you back a little bit, you also got all these enemies throwing projectiles in your way. And if you get damaged in midair, you get knocked down quite a bit. And if you don't have the dash speed, you're falling at normal walk speed. And if you're not close to a wall, you can't really grab it and save yourself from falling down a lot more. So Thunderface also gets the dash boots.
Down goes the squid guy. I never know what his name is, but I always feel bad for him because he puts his little hands up.
His name is Hatarka, I think. I think that's the right pronunciation.
Using Frost Shield on him and a lot of other mini bosses because that weapon is pretty overpowered.
Yeah, we can call him Squidward if you want. we had Mr. Krabs, we had Gary the Snail, and we had SpongeBob in X2. Now we got Squidward in X3. Works out, I guess.
Yeah. Is he even really a squid though? He only has 2 arms. Thing is,
hey, remember the developers rushed X3. They didn't have time to add the extra
tentacles,
legs on him.
Interesting approach to Seahorse.
Yeah, that's the cat. That's the method I used when I was a kid. I found that and I was like, hey, that works too. You let him jump out of the stun and then he gets stunned again, and it's just an easy loop. And that was before I knew about the quick kill that we use today.
Face going up to get this extra heart. One of the quicker ones to get in X3. That one,
Neon Tiger, but that one's kind of late in the run, but it's still grabbable.
Yeah, and I guess if you can grab the one in there too.
The Vault Catfish one is a little bit out of the way. You have to ride the elevator up to get that one. Tunnel Rhino.
It's the best OST of the game.
Yeah, this stage is very dangerous, being Tunnel Rhino for that. A lot of the enemies deal a lot of contact damage if you hit them. Like those balls of dirt that bounce around, those deal 6 HP of damage. The wall cancers can deal 4, and their charge shots can deal 8 if you let them fire them. And Tunnel Rhino himself can deal 3 and 6. So, oh, and he has to fight Bid here too. So that just adds on more problems if he gets hit a lot. Yeah, this projectile that Bid is throwing, that deals 6 damage. But if you can just take a hit off the Bid's body, it's just 1. So, yeah.
Ooh, gets hit by the little saber, though. How much is a saber, do you know?
I think it's 3 or 4. Oh, now he's got to be careful. That Frost is on screen. Oh, he killed him.
Maximum explosions.
I don't know if he was paying attention to his health. He couldn't swap off of the frost shield because there was one on screen. That's the only the unfortunate thing about getting off of a weapon without pausing. You have to wait until all evidence of that weapon is off the frame of the screen. So he had to kill him, which cost about 15 seconds, but he's still ahead. That's not a deal breaker by any means, but it does give Thunderface some time save here.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Thunderface had a little bit of a rough Seahorse fight. Actually got him into his desperation phase where he kind of just melts into the ground.
Oh yeah, that's unfortunate. That's a time waster too. And this cutscene's a little bit longer in English too. I think it's like 4 or 5 seconds longer. Jafem takes down Hell Crusher. Let's see what kind of drop he gets. He gets a weapon, and okay, he's got some more weapon energy for Frost Shield. So he's trying to get his health back up, but he also has to be careful. If he takes another hit, he's going to die. And he doesn't get another checkpoint. Now here's that charge shot from wall cancer I was talking about. but he was able to despawn the big shot before it went off, and he's able to despawn that one too. So that's
Just a couple
good.
little health drops.
Yeah, that might do it. That might be enough. But yeah, when those, if you charge your buster while the wall cancer is on screen, they're gonna charge up also. And if you let them charge up their big shot and they let that go, those deal a lot of damage. It's like a faster version of Gravity Beetle's little gravity shots.
I'm almost getting charged into. Taking him out. Just a couple more hits.
He's getting faked. Oh no! Oh my goodness! Ouch! I think he saw that one coming, but it was too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing, you can actually control the acid, how you fire it. If you hold the up or down on the D-pad, when you fire it, you can shoot it up and down. And he shot it the wrong way, I think, too. And he's low on acid as well, so he's going to have to finish the rest of this fight Buster only. Oh, he took a double hit there. And another thing, if you die in Rhino after the halfway point, Rhino gets additional attacks, as you see him right now. He's got the drill, or he'll do the spread drill, and then he'll wait to dash across after they start moving. So it just adds... Ooh. Okay.
1 HP finish.
Yeah, and also when you get hit by Rhino in his Rainbow Charge, it lags, and X gets bumped up in the air a little bit.
Back from that one.
Drago's probably regretting not being able to commentate this match. He'd love it. He loves death. I don't know why. He just loves it when someone dies in this game. Especially at the end of the fight. He said that in the last race, I think. Uh-oh.
Thunderface is also getting faked out a bit. A lot. He's getting faked out a lot.
Just shoot him. just put an acid in him and get out of the way. There you go. At least, get out of there. Oh,
the
nice.
Shot. He
Nice. Nice. But yeah, when Rhino stops mid-screen like that, especially in this desperate, like, lower, he's going to turn around. So he can't, like, stop midway and then go back forward again, I don't believe. Unless he's doing the Rainbow Charge. And then you're good. But yeah, getting faked out is bad. Okay, Thunderface is actually doing Tiger 4th. So he's doing the traditional any percent route.
Damage in this last section of Catfish. A lot of enemies stacked in this area, so you kind of have to be careful here. Thankfully, there is... There.
Yeah, you've got the 1 HP drop that's waiting for you, and then you can just force drops if you can, but Jafem's already at low HP, and...
Took that hit at the very end.
Is Jafem in... Okay, he's got 1 more life. So he's not in game over range yet.
Baiting some belly flops.
Oh, I think Jafem has to really watch what he's doing now. If he lets Catfish get an attack off, and he just got flopped on.
I think he didn't anticipate how far those flops can go.
Yeah. Well, Catfish can also do a mini flop after he can like do a little bounce. Then he can do another jump if there's some space between him and the wall. He can still do another jump. So now Jafem is on his last life. So now he has to really be careful of dying again, unless he can find a 1-up somewhere. Ooh, okay. Luckily, when Catfish gets hit by the drill, his current attack despawns. But this is a slow fight, so this is going to give Thunderface a chance to potentially catch up here. Thunderface taking the very safe method of just mashing lemons on the ground. If you fire a charge shot at Tiger, he will block it. Or if you just fire a charge shot on the screen in general, he'll put his defenses up. Ooh, almost got cat scratch fever there. Jafem gets through Catfish. Yeah, now we have to deal with the invincibility period of Tiger.
1 so far. Let's see. Oh, he's gonna get 2.
You could get 3. Okay, just 2. That's not bad. Are we tied up just about now?
It's hard to tell for me. Because of the route
I think
differences.
I look at. I don't think Jafem cleared Tiger yet, but I could be wrong. I think we're still a stage apart, maybe.
Already done bit. I don't think Thunderface has done bit yet. 2 in Catfish.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, never try to jump over those headgunners like that. Those things deal 6 damage. You can. It's like suicide trying to jump over their hitboxes.
Like Thunderface is gonna actually. Oh, okay, never mind.
I thought
he
the
was
same
faced
thing
right.
there for a minute.
So I was like, oh, is he gonna actually ride all the way up? Stage is super short if you don't have to fight either bit or bite. Probably the shortest of all the 8 Mavericks.
Yeah, Crawfish is definitely the shortest.
Thunderface. Thunderface also took the HP in.
Oh,
Tiger,
hold on,
so.
hold on. Jafem alert. He has 1 hit from game over. Oh, and he just took it. He just got
Jumped
game
over.
Oh. Well, that puts Thunderface back in this a little bit now. Because Jafem has to do the whole stage again.
Yes, you know, as I was just saying, though, of any of the stages to game over, it's the shortest, so. Maybe.
Yeah, Jafem game over. That was his last life. He died in Catfish, and it was down to 0, and he didn't get an extra. There was an extra life actually in the submarine before you take out the take out the engine to make it flip. There's actually one off the beaten path, but you have to kind of go out of your way for it. But you have the drill to get to it. I think there's 2 extra lives actually in that.
Yeah, in that top right corner.
I think there's 2 lives.
Still's on this fight. As long as he doesn't die, he'll have the up on Jafem. which is the fastest way to do this fight. The iframes are a lot shorter. Something to mention with X3 is weaknesses on all these bosses extend their iframes anytime you use them to attack the boss. So for a lot of these bosses, it's actually faster to either use their secondary weakness or just go straight Buster. Pretty good fight.
A lot of drills, but definitely was able to save a little bit. Jafem died, so didn't have to worry about that.
Okay, he's good.
So now we're one short stage apart. And Jafem did not fight Bot yet. Well, Jafem is going into his second set of Mavericks, isn't he? Yeah, he is.
They're both going into their...
Yeah. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're both into their final 3 stages, so looks like we got ourselves a match now.
It's a race!
It ain't over till it's over. This is Marvel, baby.
Their face gets bite.
That's actually a good place to get it, actually. Just
with a view.
Oh, don't let that happen.
There, get out of the way.
You gotta stay out of his. You gotta stay out of his clutches. If he grabs you, you're in trouble.
Trying to be careful of jumping off the wall because that little mine that he throws on the wall actually attracts X towards him. So if you're on the wall and like just kind of holding the direction towards the wall, you can actually start to fall off.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, trying to use the frost shield, trying to get drops from those blasters is kind of almost impossible. He was able to do it, but I mean at the expense of getting hit. Jafem had trouble getting the Worm Seeker kill. I think what makes the Worm Seeker a little difficult, if you don't know his cycles, is that he drops those little eggs to try to block shots and stuff. And they can really cause problems.
Oh, just as I was saying too, yeah, Jafem was about to kick off the wall, but do some up dashes instead.
Oh, and Jafem kills Bite too.
Maximum explosions.
Is he gonna fight Press Disposer? I mean, you might as well. You've already gone through all this, right?
Right.
Well, that's unnecessary time loss, but I mean, oh no, Thunderface, get out of there! Does he not have a sub
pattern going? No, he does. I just don't think he wants to use it right now. Oh no! Or snipped. However you want to get scissored.
Got cut. He got scissored, shrimpered. So now Jafem's turn with Tiger, and now he's got low HP. Now, if Tiger decides to come down off of the wall and do a swipe, and Jafem's not ready for it, he's dead. Like that. Ooh. Luckily, he was able to get away. Okay, Thunderface, with the aid of a sub-tank, manages to take down Crawfish. Jafem takes down Tiger, and now the routes have converged. Now we're back to Beetle and Hornet remaining. It looks like.
Yeah, they're both going to be going to Beetle.
And it looks like, did they both fight Bite already? It looks like they have, I think. So Thunderface looks like he's back in the lead.
Not by much, but he is, yeah.
Jafem taking out Bit and Bite with their weaknesses may cost him. If this gets really close, he's going to be regretting that too. Like, he could have paused and just shot a Buster Lemon. That's all he had to do. And, you know, if this gets down to the very end and it finishes in 20 seconds, he's going to be looking back on that. Let's
They're
hope
both.
that... Oh, man, this is so close.
They were both getting really rocked in that first little area.
And and that game over too on Jafem, like, really set him back. Thunderface is starting to pull ahead now. He's getting into the last section of Beetle. Jafem gets that extra life. Probably should have went to this stage a little earlier, in my opinion, just to get that. I mean, you could technically do Beetle a little earlier if you feel like. There's no real penalty. Because all you need... you do have to go to Tiger, though, if you want the Race Splasher. But other than that... you can come here after taking out Tiger. So, just have to shoot Beetle about 1,000 times, and this is free. Just don't get cocky and try to do some funny dashing under him, or trying to mock him with his jump and all that nonsense.
Double Beetle fight. Probably the most exciting and intense MMX action you'll ever see.
Yeah. Man, if I had my old horse racing commentary skill, I'd be doing that right now. And down the stretch they come. Okay, final stage select. Okay, Thunderface didn't botch it. Jafem didn't botch it. Okay, we in there. About a second and a half difference. It's going to come down to these elevator jumps. Oh! Okay. Oh, Jafem having trouble. Thunderface gets through.
His head a little bit. Oh, Thunderface is on the wrong weapon. Jafem on the correct weapon. Yeah, it took a minute to do it. He menued, but I don't know if he switched off all the way or what happened there.
You can't... Don't die here, dude!
Oh, he's getting rocked by this.
Oh, they're both on low health. Oh, man, we're going to see a pit stop for health. Does Jafem get a drop?
There's a lot of enemies.
Yeah, Jafem gets an ammo drop. Most of these enemies are aerial, though. He's going to have to get drops off of the purple Notor Bangers, not the Helots, unless they drop health voluntarily. There's a hidden health down below. Do they get it? Okay, Thunderface gets health. Jafem gets health. Oh, man. We are screen for screen. And now Jafem's ahead by a half a second. Jafem's already got the gravity well out. He can't be serious. He's going to damage boost. He has to shoot down the there you go. He's got to shoot down these blocks here at the end. Okay, here we go. Final stretch. Who's got it?
Oh, not the drill. Jafem.
No! that weapon is ass. Don't use it. Oh no, Jafem's gonna lose if he loses if he goes with Gravity Well. It's over. Thunderface is gonna win, I think. Jafem, yeah, it's gonna be slow. It's over.
I mean,
unless Thunderface dies, then yeah, it's over. Yeah, Thunderface has this. It's over. Yep, GG Thunderface. He's got it. It's over.
One more hit.
Oh, that close. "10 seconds. And truly, it all came down to the very end. The weapon of choice decided it. Thunderface wins. Was behind nearly the whole race and came back in X3 in the final 2 stages and clutched it. Man.
At the end there was just a lot at play there. Like, think about Thunderface's English cart.
Yeah, that too.
The game overs, strat differences, just so much came into be as even as it was right at the end there.
Well, here is the scenario in Group F. That gives Jafem 2 losses. It gives Thunderface a win and 2 losses. And it looks like we have N2 is going to advance. So Laseki, we have a Laseki. I think Jafem and Laseki have to play each other, I think. I'm checking the match history right now to see. Yeah, Laseki and Jafem have to play each other. It looks like N2 is going to advance regardless because he's got 2 wins already. So those 2 racers will have to play each other, and that might determine who advances. Because Thunderface lost to Laseki, and he lost to N2. But he wins this one, so I think he's done.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it comes down to those 2 who advances.
You're going to want to jump in here. I'm going to sign out, though. I do have to get ready for work pretty soon here. It's a lot of fun commentating with you, Justin. I will see you all later. Tomorrow, actually, I'm going to be commentating and racing, so.
Alrighty. Have a good one, Darren. Thanks for commentating. And I'll handle it from here. Let's see. Do our racers want an interview? Let's see. Alrighty, I think our racers are going to jump in here for a post-race interview in just a moment. It's like,
hello?
Yo, Rat's Thunderface on the clutch win. That was pretty close, for sure.
Hello? Sorry.
Hello.
Hello.
might need y'all if you have anything else on. You might want to cut it off. There you go. That's a lot better.
Sorry about that.
No problem. All right, correct Thunderface on the win. What were your feelings about those early deaths? I know that kind of probably were weighing on you for most of the race.
Yeah, that was X1 wasn't very nice to me, which is unfortunate because that's probably the game I would say I'm best at. So I wasn't really happy about the start, but I felt like I could improve a little bit on my X2 and X3 from some of the other races. So I was like, I still thought I maybe had a chance. I knew we were gonna have a tight race, so I just, you know, I didn't let it get to me. I knew there was a lot of game left to go.
Yeah, and I think Jafem had his share of woes later. That allowed the catch-up to happen.
Yeah.
But were both of you watching each other's progress, or you were both just focusing on the race?
I had the restream like up on another screen, so I was keeping a good eye.
Okay. Yeah. The difference was literally the very last fight.
Yeah, we put on quite a show at the end there, I guess.
Yeah. Well, all about the weapon selection. That's what did it at the very end.
Yeah. My X3 performance wasn't the best.
Yeah. The unfortunate death on Catfish and the game over on Crawfish, that really put Thunderface back into it. And X3 is pretty punishing on game overs sometimes. Luckily, you game overed at probably the best stage, but it was just enough to make it close.
Yeah, it was really close race. I was surprised because normally I'm the worst at X2, but this time I actually did better than I thought I would.
Yeah, props to Thunderface for playing on English in X3. Not many people have those carts, especially nowadays, and if they do,
yeah, I'm the opposite. I don't have I haven't purchased like a JP copy yet, so I definitely was considering it for this tournament, but by the time I kind of thought of it, I don't think it would have arrived in time to do a lot of the matches. But yeah, if I'm gonna keep doing this on console with the cart swaps, it's probably a good investment.
Yeah, I have all the cards JP, but I was afraid that they wouldn't work properly, so I just played safe and played on SD2SNES.
Oh man. So let's see. Thunder, are you done with racing in your group?
Yeah,
I think so.
That was my last. I managed to pull out one win, not go completely winless, which I'm pretty happy about.
Yeah.
Not gonna be Bo.
Yeah, we still have, I think Jafem still has to race Laseki, and I can't remember who else. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think it's only Laseki, actually.
And that race will actually decide who advances, because Into, I think, has to race, I can't remember who, but he's already got 2 wins, so he's going to advance for sure. So it's down to Laseki and Jafem to find out who moves on. We may have a tie, but the tiebreakers are in place, I'm pretty sure.
Right.
I'm gonna let you all have a couple shout-outs. Thunderface, if you want to go first, or any other remarks we didn't cover yet.
Well, thank you, Justin and Justin Credible and Darren Vile for doing the sweet commentary. I also had that on. Justin, a lot of your commentary that I've been listening to when I've been having trouble has actually helped me out a lot. So, big shout out to you especially. I feel like I learned some tricks when just some little things like help me, fight Moth when I missed some shots there, stuff like that. Thanks to everyone who started running this tournament or put this tournament together. So it's I love doing these tournaments. It's great. And thank you all for watching. And everyone else who's done commentary and restreaming and all that. Love it.
Got anything, Jafem, for us before I sign off?
I just want to say thanks to Speed Gaming for restreaming this, and you commentators as well. Been doing a great job.
No problem. And yeah, thanks to all the restreamers and people behind the scenes. I think we had Cyclone doing all the work today. And this has been, I think this was the second or third race today, so we've been pretty busy, and there's still some more races. I covered the upcoming races earlier. I won't go over them again; they're pretty lengthy. But Pool Play will be ending here soon, in about a week or so, and then we'll have our finalists for the bracket. And with that, I think I'm done here for the night. I'm not sure if we got any more matches. I think that was the last one tonight. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time on Speed Gaming and the Mega Man X 24 map tournament. So have a good one, everybody.